Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien speaking on Saturday, May 18th. Me and Bubba are here. Where Bubba's waiting for his friend the Blue Jay. Right, Bub? Yeah, he's waiting for the friend the Blue Jay. And I wanted to do a video today because I got a few strange responses over this week. Uh, and I wanted to do a video and call it Americans Watermelons for Brains. And I had a response, let's see, let's take three of them. One was a John Wilson Rogers. Wow, what a name. Elizabeth Sanchez, and a Peter Jordan. Well, you know, can't be American than that, right? Peter Jordan. Elizabeth Sanchez. Well, she wrote me and said, "What kind of Latin are you? Uh, I'm an illegal alien here, and I deserve to be here because my parents brought me here. Illegally." Well, yeah, I'll get to you later, Miss Sanchez. Mr. Jordan, you wrote, "How come you're anti American?" Well, I'm not anti American. And why do you put us down all the time? Really? I just know who you guys are. I don't put you down. You guys do that yourselves. Watermelons for brains? Well, just stop and think and look at the things and figure out, really? I guess I have watermelons for brains. And the first guy, uh, he said, "Right on, man. You can't put it any better." Well, I know what generation he's from. Right on, man. But yes, and I'm going to title this video Americans Watermelons for Brains. Well, all you have to do is look out there. The Democrats are complaining, pardon me, the dum-dums are complaining that they're frustrated. We can't get Don McGahn. We can't get anything going on our investigation on Trump. Well, who do you have to blame but yourselves? You're the one that caused this mess. Because remember, when you're going to indict a person, you have to have evidence before you can start investigating. You can't investigate to get evidence or plant or manufacture evidence. That's what you're trying to do on Trump, and it's not working. You need evidence, and the evidence was right there, as I told you before, back in 2017. You just didn't bother to get off your high horse and walk to your nearest judge and get it. So it's your fault, Democrats. I mean, dum-dums. So start harping. And by the way, speaking of you dum-dums, you got over 21 people running, and you got this stupid guy from South Bend, Indiana. Forget what his name is. It's Peter with our last name, Butting, something like that. Well, Mr. Butt, I submit that your head is right on the rear end there because you're saying, we gotta take away all Thomas Jefferson stuff or any American that did that because he owned slaves. Well, wasn't that the time he lived in? Really? Isn't he the creator of your Declaration of Independence and Constitution to a certain extent? And he's the one that told Mr. Madison there when the Constitution was coming out, well, half a loaf is better than no loaf at all. And people like you have eliminated that loaf to a single heel on the bread. And that's what you are now. And nobody but you are responsible for that. So, Mr. Butt, whatever your name is, Peter, get your head off your rear end, will you? Because you don't know what you're talking about. And you know, for those of you that say, watermelons for brains, well, there was a nice, country music singer who was a storyteller, and he's told some good stories. Tom T. Hall. And one of his songs that I like is Children and Watermelon Wine. Listen to that. And once you listen to that, you'll understand what I mean about you Americans having watermelons for brains. Because you would have all the stuff you have now. Where is your sensible Americans? Where have they gone? I don't see them anywhere. I mean, you got states that are making these anti-abortion bills. Georgia, Alabama, to name a few. Very, where the women's rights are being taken away. And then you got the he, she's, what's its, and who's this, and whatever you are, otherwise known as LBTQ. If, like Mr. What's his name from South Bend, Indiana, Peter Rear End guy, well, remember what the country's on the dollar bill says? In God we trust. Doesn't your Bible say that you guys are abomination? Really? And the United States is promoting you guys? Uh, and then you guys are sticking it to women? What if the women livers were there? Or the white supremacists, as you say that Trump is? If Trump was a white supremacist, you guys wouldn't be around. He would be like Hitler, and you would have the SA after you guys all over the place. And the SA was a lot worse than the SS. Look at your history, dum-dums. Figure it out. Where is you Americans with consensus? Let me know. This is your favorite alien signing off saying, look at all what the hell's going out there. And you guys are letting it happen. And you guys that are writing me, next time, do your homework. Anti-American, you guys are putting yourself down. Every single day in the news. And I'm just telling you what's happening ahead of time. Remember, I told you. And look at what Trump's doing. The poor governor of of Florida, he's getting dumped. And all I'm saying is, okay, Mr. Trump, just dump him over in Pelosi's district for illegal aliens. You got a problem here, and you're not dealing with it. Trump knows it, so he's just dumping it all over the place. Because the Constitution, heck, when they formed the Constitution, they had a reverse problem. People were leaving. Don't you get that, Americans? When they didn't like the Americans, they wanted to be English. And when the Constitution and the Treaty of Paris of 1783, there was a huge migration out of here to Canada, Britain, England, or the West Indies. Look at the history, will ya? This is your favorite alien signing off.